iHeart Podcasts. Hear more Gold 101.7 podcasts.
Playlists and listen live on the free iHeart app. Well, what a show today.
What a show today.
We should put this show in a podcast.
Why don't we? In fact, we are, and that's what this is.
We should sit on beanbags and be off mic and talk with our mouths chlamydia. We should do that. That's a podcast.
Well, this is a podcast. And we don't do any of those things.
No, because we're broadcasters and we're great, but what an action-packed podcast.
We put Craig McLachlan to the pub test.
Yeah.
Not the man himself, but whether you'd like to see him back on the stage. He's withdrawn from the Australian production of Cluedo, saying he's been bullied out of it really by the theatre industry itself. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about that?
TikTok Tucker, we make food from TikTok today.
Well, it had the promise of being amazing. It was a salted caramel latte pasta. With enough salt so you'd think, oh, it might be yummy, yummy.
But it wasn't. It was yucky, yucky.
It was a little bit yucky, yucky.
Melbourne has lost the Commonwealth Games. That's been well documented. But a sport I reckon they will excel in and which they've secured for 2027.
I'm going to talk you through what it is. It's quirky, but it's massive. You're going to like it.
Also quirky and not massive is the cross-stitch you've ordered online. Actually, let me rephrase that. You didn't order it online. You got someone else, Jacinda, who's got other things to do around here. You got her to order it, and now you've got her to do it.
That's not true. I'm going to do it. I promise you, she's not going to do this. Right. You actually made a very flamboyant boast.
Yep,
and a bet.
I wagered my left nut.
You said, if I finish this, I can have your left nut. I've got a place for it on my mantelpiece. I'm going to take up golf next.
What?
With your testicle.
Be a bit too big, I think.
Lots of discussions to be had.
Enjoy the podcast.
Right now, by the miracle of recording, we had so many requests for them to do it again.
Mistress Amanda.
Miss Keller.
Amanda. Doesn't work alone.
Wow, this is fantastic.
Her friend is in a back room making the tools of the trade.
I've heard them describe him as a drunken idiot.
Sorry, I've been drinking beer.
The legendary pirate Jonesy and Amanda the actress.
Hello, Wiggles. Congratulations, Mandy. We're on the radio right now.
What is it, you face?
Jonesy and Amanda, you're doing a great job.
You have no empathy for anyone but yourself, you giant tool.
Now's the time to hear good radio.
Sorry, a bit of a tongue twist there.
But you're an idiot.
Jonesy and Amanda are here.
It's showtime, a-holes. We're on the air.
Top of the morning to you, Amanda.
Hello. I woke to the sad news this morning that Robert Redford's passed away.
So we're at this stage in our lives now, all the heroes from my dad's generation. My dad was such a Robert Redford fan.
I was a Robert Redford fan.
And he got me into Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, and I used to love watching that with my dad. And Robert Redford was such a big part of our lives, and now he's gone.
He's 89.
Yeah.
But, he's the most handsome man in the universe. The way we were out of Africa. That was the era where I just was welded on.
What about The Sting? You liked him in The Sting?
Yeah, like The Sting.
Paul Newman
That's one of the first films I ever saw. I didn't understand a moment of it. I probably still wouldn't now. Anything with double crossing, I've got no idea what's happened.
You would be so easily double-crossed. That's why we see Amanda.
I was young when I saw it.
I know, but that's why we see you walking around town in a barrel. Yeah. Have they scammed you of all your clothes again, Amanda?
But also one of, Indecent Proposal with Demi Moore.
That was a great movie.
He offered to pay, was it $1 million to sleep with Demi Moore, and
nothing.
She was married to Woody Harrelson.
But that's nothing these days, $1 million. But that's...
But it could be $1. It goes to the nut of, where you draw the line.
If someone offered you $1 million...
To sleep with Robert Redford. Not today.
No. Didn't Jane Fonda say he was the best kisser in the world?
I love this quote. In 2017, Jane Fonda, she's done 4 films with him. She said, I live for sex scenes with him. He's a great kisser, so it was fun to kiss him in my 20s and to kiss him again in my almost 80s. So, they've had a long kissing scenario time.
The last movie I saw him in was All Is Lost, and he was the only person in the movie.
Yes.
And it was the worst movie ever. As far as I thought Robert Redford was great in it, but at the same time, the movie made no sense. If he was like a round-the-world sailor, he would have taken more precautions to not get into the pickle that he was.
The pickle?
He was in a pickle.
Oh. But also, he's a famous producer-director. He won an Oscar for Ordinary People. Did you see that film? That was
a great movie.
Incredible film.
I always liked Legal Eagles as well with Daryl Hannah. Did you ever watch that?
Was it Legal Eagles?
And it had Deborah Winger.
And then he apparently had a big fling with Deborah Winger.
Everyone had a big fling with Deborah Winger. What was with Deborah? winger.
Who else did she fling with?
No,
she fling
everyone's-
with Timothy Hutton.
Everyone raved
I think
about
she
how good
married
she was in the
Timothy
cot.
Hutton.
Everyone said that she was hot in the cot.
How did we get here from talking about Robert Redford?
That's what people said. They just said she's a real goer.
I'm going to chuck a Margaret Thatcher at you. Who are these people and what have they said?
I've got a list. Anyway,
You've
Varley
got to get
Robert
someone into the
Redford.
cot to know they're good in the cot. So she had an interesting array of interesting people.
What's what they
interested
say
in
about
her.
you, apparently. No one's ever said that.
Oh, that's even more insulting.
Well, no one said that to me. What do you want?
I want to honour Robert Redford without
Yes.
it being weird.
We honour
Rob,
you.
hey, Rob.
We honour you, Robert Redford. You left a great imprint on our popular culture.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nice sentence to end on, Brendan.
Action-packed show today. Instagram makes its return.
That's
We
right.
got TikTok Tucker.
Last week we made Amish coffee. Remember that? It was kind of weird coffee
Yep.
that had bread in it and a steak. Remember?
We can't do anything, however, until we do the Magnificent Seven.
Question 1. Give us a call. What is the only food that never spoils?
Righty, I'll put on some Phil. And you get to the phones, okay?
Jam Nation.
We have the Magnificent Seven for you. 7 questions. Can you go all the way and answer all 7 questions correctly? If you do that, Amanda will say.
I'll say, because it's Jeremy of Wollongong. Jeremy, are you sad about the news about Robert Redford?
Devastated. Favourite movie? Favourite movie? It's got to be The Castle.
But Robert Redford wasn't in The Castle.
Yes, he was. Not what's the one where he was the general and he went to jail?
Oh, the jail. Yeah. He was in
yes.
The Last Castle.
The Last Castle.
The Last Castle.
I thought you'd gone insane, Jeremy.
Tell him he's
You're mistaking
dreaming.
him for Michael
I'm
Caine.
telling he's dreaming.
Because he was
wasn't
in,
that.
but he was also in Brubaker. Remember, he was
Yeah.
in Brubaker, and he
Breaking
was
rocks with his shirt off.
But he was the warden, and he goes inside the jail. But also, what about
Yeah.
the natural when he plays the baseball player?
Yeah.
That's I'm
Another
gonna watch
great
that.
one.
That's my favourite Robert Redford movie.
Well, thank you, Jeremy. And
Good
now
on
we can
Jeremy.
ask you the questions. What's the only food that never spoils?
Honey.
No pet names, just answer the question.
Come on, Jeremy, don't sweet talk us. Oh my God, Jeremy, this is the hardest question in the history of hard questions.
It is.
Who, if you get this, Jeremy, will be impressed. Okay.
Okay.
Who was the original ancient Greek god of the sun before Apollo?
I don't even understand the question.
So Apollo was the Greek god of the sun. There was someone before him, and I'm pretty sure Disney did something about him.
No idea.
Sorry, Jeremy. This is a tricky question.
We've got someone from Mensa working with us now, right?
Oh,
These questions.
as if.
Lisa's in Fairfield.
Hello, Lisa.
Hi.
Who was the original ancient Greek god of the sun before Apollo?
Was it Helios?
Wow.
I think you've had some Googling time, and yes, it
Lisa.
was.
I'm impressed. What are the 3 primary colours, Lisa?
Red, blue, and yellow.
Yes,
Very good,
that's
Lisa.
right, Lisa. It's like pulling teeth, but we're getting
They
there.
cannot be created by
I
mixing.
just had a tooth pulled on Friday.
Oh, did you? Which one? Not the front one, let's hope.
No, a molar.
Oh, my daughter's got to get her wisdom teeth out on Saturday.
Yeah.
That's a big.
My sons have both had that. Awful. I've had 4 wisdom teeth out. Awful.
Mine came through peachy pie.
Did they? Well,
Yeah.
you've got a massive mouth. You were born with teeth, weren't you?
Yeah, I was born. My gob was huge. You see pictures of me when I was a kid. It's just all gob.
Yeah, it's all teeth. Hope your mother didn't breastfeed.
Let's play. Hark! What song is this?
If music be the food of love, play on. Hark! What is the name of this song?
We quote the lyrics to a song, but in a Shakespearean
We've
lilt.
given it a Shakespearean makeover.
And then you have to decipher where the lyrics are from, Lisa. Are you up for this? I reckon you can do it.
Okay.
I'll just grab my skull and my pantaloons. She'll have thee strip thine garments bare and dance the pouring rain. She'll draw thee to her mad delight, yet steal away thine pain.
Do you know the song, Lisa?
I have no idea.
I should have gone the next bit there. Swift as thine bullet through brain. Although the firearm wasn't invented in Shakespearean times.
All right, and you grabbing your pantaloons has been unfortunate.
13,
That is question
55,
4.
You don't like when I shine on the stage.
I'd
You
love
don't
to
like
see it. You've been in the nude on the stage. That wasn't shining. they tried to. I won't mention giving it a polish, but I'll stop.
Well, give us a call. Play the Magnificent Seven.
No one lost an eye in the audience, put it that way.
Oh, okay, man. You know, don't Craig McLaughlin me, man.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Sam Nation.
Podcast.
The Magnificent Seven. Put on your pantaloons, Munz.
Well, this is the thing. Hark, what song is this?
If music be the food of love, play on. Hark, what is the name of this song?
Only in radio for the loot. This is what's happening right here, right now. We take a popular song and we Shakespearean it up. And you have to guess what the song is. You do it, Brendan, because you like to put on the pantaloons and hold a skull.
I live to tread the boards. She'll have thee strip thine garments bare and dance. In the pouring rain, she'll draw thee to her mad delight, yet steal away thy pain, swift as a bullet through brain. Come hither.
Alex, do you have any idea what song that is?
Living La Vida Loca.
That's it.
Look at him, just blurted it out.
That's not the bit we quoted, but still. Question number 5. This is multiple choice for you, Alex. What does a camel store in its hump? Is it A, water, B, fat, or C, biscuits?
Fat.
Yeah, fat. I was watching on Instagram this Egyptian guy making camel. It's a delicacy over in Egypt.
I've had camel milk and I've eaten camel meat.
Fat. Have you eaten camel fat? He's got the hump and he chops it up and it looks like it looks terrible. And then he cooks it. You'll enjoy this.
So when they're known as the ships of the desert because they can store water, where do they store the water?
In the hump.
No, it's fat.
Yeah, but that's where the water goes into. It's not like just a tank, like a petrol tank.
No,
it's fat, and the water goes into the fat.
Mm.
Didn't you do a science show?
Well, how many stories on camel humps have I done?
This is what you thought. I'm going to do a diagram.
No, I knew.
This is what you thought a camel hump. This is a camel, and I bet you any money you thought it was like this.
No, I knew it. I knew it was water. I knew it was fat inside it. But I thought, then where have they stored the water?
Inside the fat.
Oh, you've just said, but don't mock me.
Like in your brain.
Well, that's just very mean, Alex. Do you think Brendan's being mean today?
Not at all.
I don't know. He's a Cronulla fan, so you got to love him.
Thank you,
No,
Alex.
you don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
He's feisty today. It's annoying the hell out of me. Question number 6. What's the 4-letter word? I can think of a few. What's the 4-letter word for the paste made from fermented soybeans that's used in Japanese cooking?
Is that the green stuff?
It's not wasabi, if that's what you're thinking of.
Nathan's in
Or
Mosfet.
snot, which is a 4-letter word.
Hello, Nathan.
Hi, Nathan.
Hello.
Hello.
How you going?
Good, thanks, Nate.
What's the 4-letter word for the paste made from fermented soybean that's used in Japanese cooking?
Miso?
Miso.
Which Hollywood movie legend passed away overnight, Nathan?
Robert Redford.
He has. Can we not have the big cheering music?
Well, no, Brian, you got to keep it to
Oh, it's a sad story, not a woohoo.
Yeah, but still, he had a great innings. He did very well. He made many great movies. What was your favourite Robert Redford movie, Nathan?
I am too young.
I don't remember.
I'm only mid-30s. I don't know his movies.
But do you only watch movies that were made in your lifetime?
Generally, yeah.
Fair enough.
You know, that's the thing, Nathan. We're a bit sensitive because everyone's telling us we're too old lately. But it just feels...
No.
Well, we're about to put on some Vera Lynn.
Yeah. I'm not going to start wearing one of those baseball caps with a flat peak, that middle-aged guys do, and they walk around trying to be with the kids.
There's a man who just said he's going to put on some pantaloons and hold a skull.
Nathan, we're actually time travelers. We've been doing this.
Well, Nathan, you've won and congratulations.
You have. And maybe watch... You know what you should watch, Nathan? Watch The Natural. The Natural. Robert Redford plays this baseball player, and it's one of the greatest movies. You'll really enjoy it.
Okay, thank you. Will do.
Nathan's not going to do it. Congratulations, you won the Jam Pack. It's all coming your way. Taronga Zoo Family Pass. Discover Taronga Zoo like never before. Taronga After Dark, coming this October. Tickets and a VIP backstage pass to Lee Kernighan at the Coliseum Theatre. Get your tickets now. And Jonesy and Amanda caricature movie, caricature for you to colour in some sailor pencils. Nathan.
Win-win.
Win-win. Exactly.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Exactly. What was that Robert Redford movie?
No, I can't remember.
No, neither can I.
The natural.
Baseball, I'm never going to watch that.
That's the natural. It's really
Watch
good.
Out of Africa. He washes Meryl Streep's hair.
Don't waste your time.
No, Watch Out of Africa. Go on.
Don't waste your time.
I've got a friend who every time she had a party and her husband wanted everyone to go home, he just put on the soundtrack to Out of Africa.
Oh, my God. You know what? You and I.
Meaning everyone would leave. He wanted everyone to leave.
It's dreadful.
I'd stay.
What's with you and washing hair?
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation
Podcast.
Jonesy and Amanda quote.
Well, I'm going to flick through the Jalmanac, our big book of musical facts. Oh, I like this song. On this day in 1982, Paul Young released his hit Love of the Common People.
Oh, yeah.
The song wasn't written by him. It was written by John Hurley and Ronnie Wilkins and was released in 1966 originally by the Four Preps. Here they are.
They've got that on high rotation over at Smooth.
Multiple artists have had a crack at this song for over a decade before Paul released it. He took it to number 2 in the UK, number 1 in many European countries. But the fact he was so successful with it didn't stop other people recording it after him, one of whom was Bruce Springsteen. That's a rare miss from Bruce.
You can see why Donald Trump doesn't like him.
Well, what about this? Jessica Mauboy had a go. I like that version.
It's very reggae, isn't it?
I like it. None of these, though, have been successful as Paul Young's cover of the song. I like this.
It's nice to hear.
Jam Nation.
You'll be happy to know, Old Faithful, the mountain bike that I inherited off your 2 sons.
Oh, yes.
Rides and still rides, and I love that bike. And the reason I bring this up, this bike, for example, was on your junk pile, about to be thrown to the tip.
It was. Well, the boys weren't riding it anymore. It looked like a mess. It looked unsalvageable.
Yeah.
And then Jonesy says,
I'll take it.
I'll take it for
Well,
free.
back in my day, when the junk piles came around, there was nothing good on them. There wasn't a nice mountain bike. At best, you get a bed spring, and that would be it.
I don't want people to think that I was chucking out a beautiful, restored mountain bike. It had been in
disrepair. It had been left outside. The brakes didn't work, and it had a flat tyre, more or less. And I fixed it up. That was some years ago.
Yes.
And then the front tyre, I went to get a new front tyre because that's how long I've been riding it for. I'm one of those guys that just rides locally. You know, I'm not into the Lycra. I'm not into the e-bikes.
When do you ride it? What the
Just down to my mum's house. I go from my place to mum's, check out the surf, that sort of stuff. I look like one of those Deros, though. You put Jonathan LaPaglia on a BMX bike and he looks cool. He looks like Jonathan LaPaglia. You put me on one of those bikes, I look like one of those guys that rides around a caravan park that's, hey, man, falling on hard times. But anyway.
Jonesy talks a boast about riding a bike. I didn't picture this.
I went down to my local push bike store. I'll give him a shout out, Fraser's push bike store down near me, because Todd, who runs the place there, I went to Scouts with him when I was a young fella.
Really? Did you get your bike badge?
Well, no, we were just talking about, how it's changed. I said, remember back in our day, I said, these crazy e-bikes. Because you look, I have no beef with e-bikes, by the way, because I'm a big fan of all things 2 wheels. But I was riding down to the surf one day and this big fat kid rode past me, sweating gravy, on his e-bike, doing about 60 Ks. I said, hey, perhaps you should be actually doing the old school bike, mate. He goes, no, I don't need it.
But you do disrespect bikes, or the bike lanes and stuff. You're outraged.
I use bike lanes all the time. Are you joking me?
With a motorbike, I know.
They're the greatest thing in the world. Anyway, I was talking to Toddy about the new wave of e-bikes, and he said, you should get one. I said, man, I'm not getting one of those. I'm going to be like some kid on his Derody riding around upsetting the olds. And he said, no, try this one. And he bought this Bosch mountain bike. So it's a pedal assist one. Mm-hmm. So the ones, the big trouble is it's the one where you just press it like a motorbike and it just goes.
Yeah.
This thing you start pedaling and you take off.
Yeah.
I was riding this thing around the car.
They're great.
And I went, oh my God, the seat adjusts itself. Yeah. You press a button, the seat goes up, seat goes down.
Yeah.
And I said, what's this worth? $1,500? I'll take it. $9,000.
Yeah.
$9,000.
I get it. I've got, like my friend Anita, she and her husband ride them back and forth to work. They use them instead of cars.
$9,000?
Yeah, instead of a car. That's their $9,000. You seem like you've just woken up and someone's put those little clickers on the back of the things of your Melbourne Star.
No, I'm just not. My Harley, the Dynaglade, the one that I could have had a Boost Juice share with, that's worth about $9,000.
Are you going to get one?
No, $9,000, no. No.
You still look like a Darrow.
I'll wait till your kids get one and put it on the junk pile. It gets a flat tyre.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation.
Let's get on down to the Jonesy and Amanda Arms for the pub test, because we have bigger fish to fry. Actor Craig McLachlan is back in the press again. He was about to go on stage, but then at the last minute has pulled out because...
Well, he was announced to be one of the performers in the stage production of Cluedo. He says he's been bullied now out of that position. Well, have a listen. He has pulled out of being in Cluedo, and here's the announcement he made.
Almost 1 week ago, an announcement was made that an Australian production of the much-loved play Cluedo was being mounted. Included in that announcement were the names of 3 actors, and I happened to be one of those actors mentioned. In the hours and days that followed, a focused social media campaign was deployed from within the theatre community, aggressively targeting those 2 actors named alongside me, myself, of course. The bullying even extends to my partner Vanessa and our friends and family. And make no mistake, this is bullying. I cannot and will not let my involvement in a show result in good people being targeted by trolls and bullies. I have therefore made the decision to withdraw from the production.
The backstory to Craig McLachlan is he was riding a wave of huge success. He was in every production you could think of. He was in Rocky Horror Show. And this is where it kind of came unstuck. He faced allegations of sexual harassment following his time as a member of the cast of the Rocky Horror Show in 2014. He earlier faced 13 indecent and common law assault charges against 4 female actors on and off stage during the Melbourne run of the production. He was found not guilty of 7 counts of indecent assault and 6 counts of assault. He maintained his innocence throughout all of that. He later launched defamation proceedings against the performer, Christy Whelan-Brown, Nine newspaper, the Sydney Morning Herald and the ABC in 2018. He abandoned this defamation case in 2022. So he took the stand in 2022.
So why did he abandon the case?
I'll tell you this. He took the stand in 2022, told his side of the story. Then, as evidence was about to be told against him, as 11 witnesses were about to take the stand against him, he pulled the case. He cited his own mental health and decided to not proceed, as 11 women were about to give charges against him.
Right.
These allegations have stuck with him, obviously. Women have not felt safe in the workplace with him. And we see the theatrics on Rocky Horror Show, and you think, oh, all looks a bit fun, a bit sexual.
But that was a sexualised show, though, Rocky Horror.
Having said that, this is a workplace. Every night, all cast and crew turned up to their workplace, and that's what the complaints were about. He, since then, has obviously struggled to find work.
Of course. And then when he got back in for Cluedo, I kind of thought, well, maybe it's time for Craig to come back to the stage. You know, maybe he's certainly been out there in the wilderness.
Well, he says he's been bullied and has chosen to step away from that. So he was given the job, but he chose to step away from it.
My thoughts on Craig is that, and I've looked at a lot of his stuff he's just overly familiar. It's like no one's ever said to him, dude, pull your head in, you're being a dick. I don't think anyone ever said that to him until it became so much that in the end all of us, because he looks genuinely surprised that what has happened.
Well, Christy Whelan-Brown, for example, has said she is traumatised. She was absolutely traumatised.
But they were good friends.
Show. Yes, but she also spoke out. A lot of women spoke out against him at the time to the production. They did.
But what I'm saying is no one told Craig. Do you know, remember when he used to come in on our show? And he'd come in, but he'd be the one that's waving outside the studio and carrying on like a bit of a goose. And you think, well, okay, good on you, champ. That's what I'm talking about. Because he's a good-looking guy, talented guy, he just got away with it. No one said, hey, Craig.
He's charming and all those
maybe
things.
No one in his inner circle. So the producer said, oh, let's just not tell anyone. And that's what happens when people go out of control, I suppose.
Yeah, but it's he's
But does that mean he can't ever work again?
But he was offered this job. But he works for example, in the theatre.
Yep.
You choose whether you want to see him or not. You choose. The theatre industry itself, according to Craig, is against him.
If we had him on our show, I would ask him, I said, Craig, would you admit that you never read the room right? That's the one question I would ask him. And I bet you any money of course I did. Of course I did.
He would give you a charming answer.
Yeah.
It was all fun and blah, blah, blah. And then suddenly they've turned against
But
him.
everyone has a bit of self-awareness. Perhaps Craig's a giant narcissist. I don't know. But usually most people have self-awareness, don't they?
Well, this has been in a court of law. It has been a defamation case. He has been offered this job and he's pulled out because he says he's being bullied about it. But would you want to go and see him? Because it's not like a job where you have no legal problems, you can get on with your job. Same with our jobs. If people don't like you, you don't get a job.
Yeah, but at what point can he come back? Can he ever come back?
Well, let's ask that question. Craig McLachlan back on the stage. How do you feel? Does it pass the pub test?
135522 is our number. We'll have that for you after 7 o'clock on Gold.
Jam Nation.
Quiet, please.
Josie and Amanda, those are two great names.
Sorry, I've been drinking beer.
Seems in this world these days you're only moments away from controversy. Look at
What have you done?
No, I've done nothing yet. The Victor Radley and Brandon Smith thing, it's on the front page of the newspaper. No charges have been laid on any of this. But how do these text messages get out there? How do they get to the wider world?
But also, it was a bye weekend for the Roosters. Mid-season. Come on, guys.
Maybe.
Come on, guys.
Maybe they were asking about pool. A short 8 ball if you win. They're playing pool. Maybe that's what it is, just an instant game of pool. I know there are a lot of reprobates hang around pool halls.
So does this go to an investigation now? What happens?
No, I'm too sure about that. That's Nick Politis going, oh, great. Victor Radley, he's really good. Because that's the other thing.
Yeah. Can he serve his time in the off-season? Pick up papers in the playground in the off-season?
I'd be leaning into they were playing pool. Who would you rather be, those boys or Craig McLachlan?
Well, we're going to talk about that next in the pub test. We've asked your thoughts on this, on Craig returning to the stage.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
I want you to get up right now.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Go to your windows, open them, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell. I'm not going to take this anymore.
Down to the Jonesy and Amanda Arms for the pub test. Actor Craig McLachlan says he has pulled out of the Australian theatre production of Cluedo following an aggressive backlash from the theatre community.
He said he and the other actors were being bullied just at the announcement that he was involved in it, so therefore, in an emotional thing on his Instagram page, he said he's pulled out.
There was a time a few years ago where it didn't seem there wasn't a day that Craig wasn't in court.
Well, this is the background to all of that. He faced allegations of sexual harassment following his time as a cast member on The Rocky Horror Show. In a court of law, he was found not guilty. He later launched defamation proceedings against a variety of media outlets plus a performer, Christy Whelan-Brown, who'd been in that show with him. He gave his side of the story. The next day, 11 women were prepared to come up on the witness stand and give their side of the story, and he pulled the pin on that defamation case.
That's a lot, isn't it?
That is a lot. But he was offered this job in Cluedo. He's chosen not to take that job but saying, I have been bullied out of it. How do you feel? Craig McLachlan, would you like to see him back on stage? Does he pass the pub test?
Most definitely. He was cleared. I think quite often women get into a pack mentality. And if he was so bad, why did they keep going to work? Definitely, and I'd go to see him.
I think that he's been found not guilty in a court of law, and that should be it, because these charges follow you for the rest of your life and you cannot get away from them, and it stinks.
It's a very hard one. I think it's a 50-50 thing in the entertainment industry. 50% of the people will like you and 50% of the people won't like you. What he done was probably inappropriate, but eventually, someone needs redemption. So I think maybe give him a go. I'm sure he's not going to do what he done again and move on.
I don't think it passed the pub test because we don't have to tell a grown man how to act, and why should we go watch him perform?
I think it does pass the pub test of letting him go back on stage. Yeah, he's done the wrong thing. Bullying's not cool in a workplace, so that's not on. I believe in giving him a second chance and letting him get on with the show.
Absolutely. Go Craig McLachlan. He's done his dues, and as well, the bullying, get onto the bully. That's not right. Let him act, and I think absolutely.
Thank you for all your calls. I guess, if anything, if you're in a position of power, just a bit of self-awareness, perhaps.
And maybe don't grope women in the workplace.
Yes, that self-awareness and don't grope women in the workplace.
Jam Nation.
You hungry?
Starving. It ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it.
Ever fancied a mouldy, bacteria-infested slab of meat?
Not a bad tucker, that.
Just fall off the bone.
That's what gets results.
I wouldn't serve that to my dog.
TikTok Tucker, we make food from TikTok and eat it. What do we got today, love?
Well, salted caramel latte is how this recipe begins. That sounds great, doesn't it? That's where you say yes.
Yeah.
But it's salted caramel latte pasta. I've taken the liberty of
Is that
starting...
pasta or noodles?
It's spaghetti. How white bread are you that you don't recognise spaghetti?
That looks like noodles, like 2-minute noodles.
No, it's not. Look, take that.
Is that angel hair?
It's just normal spaghetti.
What would you rather? Spaghetti for hair?
Or a different co-host. So what happens here?
I'll get Osher Ginsburg and Craig McLaughlin.
You'd love working with them. I'll be out. So let's have a look here. So we've got our pasta that is already heated up. I've cooked the pasta.
Yep.
What I add now is caramel latte. This is one of those recipes, as I said, could be hideous, but I think it might be delicious. So we've got pasta. I'm pouring in some caramel latte. We don't want it to be completely
Someone
covered.
was saying that that's oat milk because it smells like oat milk.
I don't know. It's caramel latte. That's what we need. A caramel iced latte. So that's in there. I'm cooking that through. What I
it's iced.
Well, what I add now, yes, it's not hot. I'm heating it in the saucepan here.
But so why is it iced and then you heat it?
I'm just following the recipe, Brendan. Take it up with Mr. TikTok. Hello, Mr. TikTok. I've got a question. So we add the caramelised latte to a bowl of cooked pasta and we bring this to the boil. That's what's happening there.
But do you do
I also add... What are you saying?
Well, why why make it cold and then you're going to boil it?
I'm just following the recipe. Have I got deja vu? And now what happens is I add a big squirt of caramel sauce. Ready?
Thick and rich, just like you.
That's right. You know. Oh, it went on his shirt. What a shame.
Don't be a fool.
All right, so I've put some caramel sauce in there.
We're gonna have to get HR.
Actually, that has got a bit more caramel sauce than I put in. I put a little bit more caramel sauce in. Here we go.
Now I have to lick myself.
Team Cat. So we've got pasta. We've got iced latte, caramel iced latte. I've added some caramel sauce. This is where it gets interesting because I now add salt. This is why I think it could be tasty.
I think it's salty enough in here.
I'm adding some salt, quite a substantial amount.
Okay, be careful. I'm getting older.
I don't get it.
Well, in my heart, I don't want to die.
Oh. I'll keep going then, shall I?
I'm not Charlie Sheen myself.
There's some salt. And now I'm going to add a couple of slices on the top of packaged cheese. And that's going to melt into it. Does sound unusual, doesn't it? So let's talk about what we've got. We've got pasta. We've got iced caramel latte. We have caramel sauce. We have salt. We have packaged cheese that's going to be melted through it.
And a cup of sass.
And a cup of sass. And this is going to come to the boil. I'm going to stir it and it'll get thick and then we are going to eat it.
Okay.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation
Podcast.
You hungry?
Starving. It ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it.
Ever fancied a mouldy, bacteria-infested slab of meat?
Not a bad tucker, that.
Just fall off the bone.
That's what gets results.
I wouldn't serve that to my dog.
TikTok Tucker, we make food from TikTok and eat it. What are we eating today, love?
This is one, it's salted caramel latte pasta. It's an Asian dish. So let's see what we think. We've got cooked pasta. I've added caramel iced latte to it, salt and some cheese that I've just put on the top that has melted through.
Mm-hmm.
Before I serve it, it says to give a little bit more of the caramel sauce, another squirt of that. And, why are you laughing?
Look at your apron. Looks like you got a little dicky poking out.
It's I've knotted my shirt in the front. So if you're seeing
Is there something we don't know about, Amanda?
It's bigger than yours.
Have you transitioned?
So let's have a look here. I'm putting some salt in because I'm putting quite a bit of salt because I think it needs a bit more. Okay, so time now, munch all that in to serve it up and eat it. Are you ready? 3 bowls.
Yep.
I'm going to get it with these tongs.
Good.
Sorry, this isn't how they do it on those shows where they spiral it and make it look pretty. Yeah. Brian, that's for you.
Whether you like it or not, mate.
That's right.
Quit your whinging.
Brendan, here's yours.
Oh, I'm watching my waistline.
You're the only one. Here you go, that's you. And now one for me.
Yep.
Don't eat it yet. I've just slopped it in the bowl. I've done nothing fancy.
Okay.
Okay. On the count of 3, salted caramel latte pasta.
I'll just get my own fork.
Sorry about that. Go for it.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. No, that's crap.
It's too sweet for me. It doesn't know what it wants to be. There's too much caramel sauce in there. Brian, what do you think?
I don't like coffee, and I can just taste coffee again.
Yeah, it's wasteful.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's not salty enough and it's not sweet enough. It's somewhere in between.
Don't waste your time. Roll the outro.
You hungry?
Starving. It ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it.
Ever fancied a mouldy, bacteria-infested slab of meat?
It's not a bad duck enough.
Just fall off the bone.
That's what gets results.
I wouldn't serve that to my dog.
Right on.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation podcast.
Well, Melbourne, get ready. They're going to host a new World Championship in 2027. Are you ready to hear what it is?
Is it the coffee and beret wearing championship?
No, and it's something that my husband has watched the European version of, but he's watched everything.
Jet ski racing?
Could be, but no. It is the World Tram Driver Championships. There they go now.
Thank you, Brian.
The global spotlight for all the world's tram drivers.
Yep.
Will come to Melbourne, which is the world's largest tram network.
Yeah, Melbourne's great with trams. We are, the dopes that run this city, years ago, they ripped all the trams out because they said, people are going to want to drive their cars into the city. What do they do in the future? Oh, you know what? People aren't going to drive their cars in the city. Let's put trams in. Idiots.
Should I continue with this information?
These are the dopes that run this city.
This weekend in Vienna, 2 Australian tram drivers and their coach are battling it out against 24 other countries in this competition. And it's not just driving from here to there on a track, which would have its appeal.
They're going to go off the track.
No, but what they do, here's what you get judged on.
Yeah.
Precision stopping, speed control challenges, even so all of the bits and pieces that go into it will be judged. And this is what Harley's watched, and he finds it quite fascinating.
Of course he does.
As you say, he'll watch absolutely
He watched
anything.
jet ski racing. He knew all the ins and outs. He was yelling out, that's not how you do a porpoise.
Well, this is a very competitive scene. It's been going since 2022. Australia first joined in 2022.
It's been going for that long.
No, Australia first joined in 2022.
3 years. It's been going
We were
for
the
3 years.
inaugural non-European country to compete in Leipzig. I've been to Leipzig.
What's their infrastructure like tram-wise?
Well, I don't know.
I'm just going to come out and say it. I think out of all the large infrastructure that you can drive, driving a tram would possibly be the easiest.
Brendan.
It would be the easiest. I could drive, without any training, you could put me in a tram and I could drive.
But would you be good enough to take on
Yeah, I reckon I could
Actually,
win it.
let me tell you, here's more about the judging criteria. I reckon I could win it. God, here's the judging criteria. Stop and go, smooth starting and braking. I've seen you drive. Target braking.
I could do that.
Maintaining lateral distance. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, of course.
Spectacular tasks such as tram bowling, tram curling. They do curling in front of the tram. Reversing.
Yep.
Maintaining
It's hardly hard to reverse.
Maintaining
It's
a
not like
constant speed.
It's on a track.
Maintaining a constant speed.
You know, it would be-
estimating the length of the vehicle for the perfect stop and the total time of the run are included in your evaluation.
Imagine being a Gold Coast tram driver. Would it kill you to put a corner in somewhere? Please.
Why would you
It's like
poo-poo
being the
this?
monorail driver here when we had the monorail.
Don't we love competition?
You know what's I reckon it would be harder to drive a train. It would be harder to drive one of those novelty trains around a supermarket. You know those ones you see at the
Small cop.
It's always got some retiree with a rosy red nose. Come on, kids, get on this.
There's a couple of dash hounds in the back. This year's winner, or 2025...
They should have a championship for that.
The winner, you wouldn't even be able to keep up with the scoring, a total score of 5,599 points.
Right.
Vienna came first. It sounds like 2 women, Elizabeth Urbanicht and Florian Isaku. They delivered those.
They have
outstanding-
funiculars over there.
They do. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, funiculars. That's a tough gig. You know, you muck up a funicular.
Well, there was a big accident just last week.
Well, that wasn't a funicular. That was
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
What did you think it was?
It was a tram. It wasn't a funicular.
It was an air. It was in the air.
No, it
was a
wasn't in the
funicular.
air.
It was in Portugal. It was in the air.
No, the Lisbon one, that
Yeah.
was a tram, like they have in San Francisco.
But it was
poor maintenance.
from the air.
No, it wasn't from the air. It was under the ground.
It was overhead, I'm sure.
No, it wasn't. That's a cable car. Look, I tell you what.
It's a funicular. A funicular is a cable car.
Funicular goes on the land. Look, I tell you what. How about you just back away from this stuff? Let the man handle stuff.
Well, how about the man gets excited for Melbourne? Because this is going to be a big deal. And I wish someone who drives a tram gives a call and says, Jonesy,
give me a go.
You go for it.
You don't even give me the manual.
You don't have the patience for it. You don't have the patience to drive a tram.
You know why? Because the dopes in the city can't work out.
Why don't you go an old coot competition, whittle your own teeth, wet your pants and you'd win. Seriously, you're such a... The blokes, the dopes that run this city, you're such a pain.
Why are you getting so jazzed?
Because you sound 100 years old.
Have you seen how slow the trams run?
Deliberately.
Yeah, because the idiots in the city can't work it out.
So now the people are the idiots.
Yes, the city is full of idiots.
The people are the idiots and the people who run the city are the idiots.
I'm moving to Melbourne. I'll do a show down there.
Do it.
Jam Nation.
Moving into the ground right now.
Who wants some free money?
Instant.
Calling cash.
Moolah.
I like the sound of that.
Jonesy and Amanda's
Instagram.
Mind the gap. 10 questions, 60 seconds on the clock. You can pass if you don't know an answer. We'll come back to that question if time permits. You get all the questions right, boom, $1,000.
You can make it $2,000, but you can do it through answering a bonus question, and the jeopardy is it's double or nothing.
Michael's in Cronulla.
Hi, Michael.
Oh, good morning, Jonesy and Amanda. How are you doing?
Very
Good, thanks,
well,
Michael.
thank you. 10 questions, 60 seconds. If you're not sure, say pass. We might have time to come back. All right, Michael?
I understand. I'm on a boat, so I have to shoot live from the hip. No Googling.
What kind of boat are you on?
I'm on a barge.
Are you working on the barge or just hitching a ride?
Working. I'm heading towards the Spit Bridge. We've got a job up at Mossman today.
Are you able to focus for the next 60 seconds?
I've shut down the engine, so I'm ready to go.
What are we doing? Are we putting pylons in or are we doing a recovery? What's happening, Michael?
We're installing an underwater reef system for Mossman Council. We do commercial diving, so it's underwater construction.
Oh, this is...
And is the reef system for all the fish and the sea life?
Yeah.
What a nice story.
Oh, who's it going to be for?
Well, I don't know. I thought maybe an influencer might have sunbaked underwater. I don't know.
Sea monkeys.
Well, the sea monkeys.
Because you know,
somebody
Michael,
put their briefcases.
Can I just say I passed my coxswain certificate? So I'm now a coxswain's number 3.
Well, why don't you tell us why you had to go and get that certificate, Brendan? Because you were seen driving a barge.
I don't think we need to go into that. Let's talk about other things like Michael's aspirations here.
All right, Michael, let's see how we go. You've shut the barge off. Let's make it worthwhile for you.
Good luck, Michael.
Here comes question number 1. What's half of 10?
5.
Question 2. What team does Jonesy support in the NRL?
That'd be the Sharkies.
Question 3. What does an ENT doctor specialise in?
Ear, nose and throat.
Question 4. What's the national dish of Spain?
Sorry,
What's the national dish of Spain?
Dish. Oh, God, paella.
Question 5. What item is measured in thread count?
Sheets and Manchester.
Question 6. The Indian Pacific is a train ride from Sydney to where?
West Australia. Perth.
Question 7. Mullumbimby is located in which state?
New South Wales.
Question 8. How many points is a goal in AFL?
Oh, I don't know this. It's huge, though. They've got big scores. 6, I'm
Question
guessing.
9. Apple and Moses are the children of Gwyneth Paltrow and who?
I don't know anything celebrity. I'm going to have to guess Gwyneth Paltrow and...
Oh, Michael.
Oh, Michael.
It was Chris Martin from Coldplay.
I'm not good with celebrity.
Tell you what, you kept going, I don't know, and then you come out with the answer.
You can pass, Michael. You can pass.
Right, okay.
Oh, Michael.
I had a red hot go.
You had a great go.
Good luck with the sea monkey reef.
Thank you very much. Up the Sharkies.
Yes. Yes, don't talk too much about it, but...
Jonesy doesn't like to talk about it because he feels he's going to give them the yips.
No, not at all.
The power of Jonesy.
I will say this, and Michael will concur, if the Sharks beat Canberra, they will win the grand final.
I agree.
Thank you, Michael. Okay. Fellow coxswain to another.
Right. I've got another word for it. Thank you, Michael.
Spill the beans on everything? Why do I tell you anything?
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation.
Podcast.
I noticed at the cross-stitch that you got Jacinda, who is our EP/showrunner. She does a lot of stuff for this radio show. She's a very busy woman. So you got her to organise you to get this cross-stitch.
I'm not good at shopping online, and I said you might like this too, so she got one as well. I've never done cross-stitch. I'm not a craft person, but I like the idea of it. And so I've got these 2 very small kits. One's a little lobster and one's a little tin of sardines. And I want to be the kind of person that doesn't sit at home and scroll on my phone, but I do cross-stitch. And I thought I'd start here. Just because all I've done is open the box, and I will confess to this. I got Nicole, who also works with us, to set up that frame because I didn't understand what it was.
Okay, so now we've lost Jacinda, now we've lost Nicole.
That took them 1 minute. The rest of it, I will
Meanwhile,
do.
we're in the fight of our lives.
Are we?
Well, the radio-wise, we're in the fight of our lives.
I'm fighting all the way. But it can't stop my hobbies, Brendan.
Yeah, but
don't get in the way between me and my hobbies.
That cross-stitch is this is the man version of the cross-stitch.
Build your own iconic monster and delve into the terrifying world of the Dalek.
Exterminate. The piece-by-piece Dalek that you can build at the moment.
$3,000 that was going to cost.
Or the build-your-own Lancaster bomber.
The legendary Dambuster bomber. Build the Lancaster B Mark III in magnificent 1:32 scale.
That's a bit cheaper. That's 2,000 and something. And I attempted this one, the Batmobile.
Week by week, build a unique replica with die-cast parts. Follow step-by-step instructions and bring the Batman legend to life.
How far did you get?
Well, I didn't even get it. A listener sent it in to me.
And you haven't even opened the box.
He bought it.
See, you mock me.
And I've left it in the old building, so it's still sitting in the old building.
Someone else paid for it, and you were still
my point is,
profligate with his feelings. I'm not someone who has hobbies. Are you a hobby person?
Have you been waiting all day? Is this word of the day calendar kicked in?
Are you a hobby person? Some people love hobbies, craft, things like Anita, always crafting, knitting, stitching,
I used to like building
sewing.
model aeroplanes when I was a kid. And my dad was an airline pilot. What he used to do, he'd string them up on the ceiling with fishing lines. So it looked like we'd have various planes on our ceiling, my brother and I, our bedroom. But then one time we realised when we were having a pillow fight or just any fight, as you do with brothers, you'd break a plane. So then that would become a crashing plane. So you get cotton wool and some orange paint and the plane would be crashing.
And did your father enjoy
one
that
day he came
diorama?
Back he came home from a long trip and he was lying on our bed sort of reading us a story and he looked up and every plane on the ceiling was crashing. I said, boys...
You know what I do for a living,
maybe we should
don't
get
you?
into slot cars.
Well, look, I'm attempting this, but not all hobbies
You're not going
last
to do it.
forever.
You're not going to do it.
I remember saying to Harley when we moved into a house probably 30 years ago, I said, I'm going to get a pottery wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Ask me how that went. I cleared out a space under the house. That's as far as I got.
You got a smog?
I didn't even go that far. I cleared out a space where I imagined it would go.
Yeah. Remember the saucy vouchers that you were handing out to Harley?
He never took me up on those.
No, he didn't. He gave them to the mower.
But that's not a hobby, handing out saucy vouchers. I was busy for weeks around Christmas.
Gee, your lawns look good, though. The tribal drummer's beating. Well, that didn't last long.
Build your own iconic monster and delve into the terrifying world of the Dalek.
As is.
That didn't last long, the hobby edition.
What have you got sitting, gathering dust at home?
Yeah.
Jam Nation.
I just look at that cross-stitch sitting there.
Brendan,
it's never going to get completed.
Have faith.
And you know what? I look at your son. Didn't complete the Death Star.
Oh, come on, he was 8.
It doesn't matter.
Give him a break. Look, the thing is, it's very easy to feel emotional about these things. I'm going to do this all the time. I jumped out of an aeroplane for Beyond 2000. I said, this is so freeing. I'm going to do this every weekend. Ask me how many times I've done it since then. None.
Yeah.
I know that about myself. I did a story for the Living Room, Katsumi, I think it's called. This Japanese art of putting broken bits of pottery back together. I said, I'm going to do this every weekend. Ask me how often I've done it. None.
Yeah.
I know that about myself, but cross-stitch will be different.
Okay, sure it will. Sure it will. You keep telling yourself that. The tribal drummer's beating for that hobby didn't last long.
The legendary Dambuster bomber. Build the Lancaster B Mark III in magnificent 1:32 scale.
It's not going to happen.
What's magnificent about that? Nothing.
It does look pretty good at the end. It's got like guns.
At the end.
propellers.
Who's going to get to the end?
No one. And the smug guy that's sitting next to it that didn't build it.
That didn't build it.
Michaela's joined us.
Hello, Michaela.
Good morning. How you going?
Great.
What was your short-lived hobby?
Well, Amanda, much like yourself, I love to wear beautiful earrings and glorious brooches. So in my head, I was like, I know how to use these online programs, digital programs. I can design one of these myself. So I went online and I bought wholesale earring backs. I bought the E6000 glue. I designed myself a logo. I set up an Etsy store. I started to design the file. I got it sent away to get it acrylic printed. It got cut and it came to my house. I had a bag full enough to make about 20 pairs of earrings. I glued the backs onto one pair of earrings to take a nice photograph for Etsy. I shared it on my Instagram. I made one sale. A friend of mine bought it for me because from me feeling like sorry for me and I I've not made a pair since. The bag of cut acrylic is still sitting at home with all the earring backs, and the glue has now dried out.
Oh, is it there
So
to
the
taunt
glue's
you?
gone off.
It's gone to taunt you. How long ago was that, Michaela?
Probably about 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah. It sounded
And
so
it was-
promising.
Yeah.
It was so promising, but then Etsy even took pretty much the whole price in fees. So, I didn't even make any money out of it.
Oh,
Michaela.
Very promising.
Oh, that sounds like something I would do.
You know Michael Hill.
Oh, Michaela.
That's what happens.
Well, we're looking for your calls. Thank you.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast. I enjoy cooking.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Prayer hands, Brendan. Working with Flo. You're
Idiot sandwich.
I know my left testicle will be safe because I've bet that Amanda won't complete the cross stitch that she got Jacinda, the EP of the show, to do.
Well,
You
not to
ordered it?
do. We got it from England. It's tiny. So I'm going to do it. Like your left nut. I'm going to do it. You should book a surgeon because I'm going to do this.
Because I know for a fact Jacinda got into pottery, spent $5,000 making up a pottery wheel, got a Instagram page called Jaclay. She posted 2 posts, 12 followers, last active 2021.
She said she made 5 plates and
And that's it.
And
so she's not going to do
broken
your
4.
cross stitch. I look at
No, she's not going to do the cross stitch. I will.
I look at Ryan with a B, our Monday to Wednesday guy.
Are you
and
in
look
a
at
cross stitch too?
Well, he looks like a beast. He would have many hobbies.
I actually got myself a bass guitar, played it for about 6 months, and I've stopped. And still to this day, I'm watching Guitar Tab video tutorials on Instagram and going and looking at that guitar in my living room.
Yeah, it's taunting you.
It is. It's sitting there going, look at your failure.
Yeah.
But they look great. Bass guitars and drum kits. We don't judge you, Ryan. Shannon has joined us.
Oh, how come I got all the judgment? Hello, Sharon. We're talking about that hobby didn't last long. What have you got?
Yeah, morning, Jonesy and Amanda. So my mum and dad, we went on a road trip when I was 7 down to my dad's friend's farm. My mum made us stop off in an antique shop on the way down there and told my dad he had to buy her a spinning wheel. We brought home some wool from the farm and probably for about a year we sat there pulling all the bindies out and shredding it down so it was ready to be spun. I'm now 34 and no wool has been spun.
The spinning wheel.
She'd be no good as Rumpelstiltskin.
It's buying into the fantasy of I want to be the kind of person that does that.
Yeah.
Oh, Shannon, thank you. You've gone cold every winter. Like Jonesy will with only one testicle.
You know what? I think it's pretty safe.
Well, if you don't want to book a surgeon, I'm happy to take proceedings into my own hands. TikTok Tucker will be tasty that week.
I don't want you anywhere near that area, okay?
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
Gold 101.7. Hello there. It's Jonesy and Amanda. It's dropping. It's happening today. Dropping. That's a new word.
It's dropping.
Pump Up the Jam. 20 years of Jonesy and Amanda. Out today.
This is a book. This is a book through Booktopia celebrating 20 years of our show. It's all kinds of behind-the-scenes things, our favourite celebrities, our favourite moments, the quirkier things we've done, the TikTok Tucker where you spat all over Colin Fassnich. What makes it a different kind of book is there's QR codes on a variety of the pages, and those QR codes will lead you to the audio of the moment.
And I know that QR code's got a bad name during COVID, but we're past that now. You click onto great stuff. Like, for example, I'm just scanning over our underwater fight.
Oh, yes.
But look, it's not going to be a walk in the park. We know that. But
Brendan, if you just heard, I know you think.
No, I don't.
You think
I don't
that I am being unrealistic and being a whinger. It's okay, I'll do it. I won't talk to you. You have no empathy for anyone but yourself, you giant tool.
Isn't that great?
That's part of our rich history.
I know COVID gave QR codes a bad name, but we didn't.
Yeah, so the book is chock-a-block with great stuff.
And you know what? From 9 today, you can pre-order our new book at Booktopia, Pump Up the Jam, 20 years of Jonesy and Amanda.
Go to it. I think you'll love it.
Jam
Nation.
Everybody shout. Come on now, sing out. It's time for the Ghoulies get together.
$20,000 for our favourite ghoulie of the year.
What have we got today?
Hi guys, what gets my ghoulies is in the margarine containers when you're nearly finished and you want to get all the bits from the top rim, and it's got those little sections, and you got to get the butter from in between each little section. Why have they got to be there? That drives me absolutely crazy.
Yeah,
thanks, guys. Love listening to you.
Thank you. You've got to talk to your plastic people, and especially when you get a nub of Vegemite in there.
Yum. Bonus.
Out with the bad, in with the good if you tipped out. Contact us via the iHeartRadio app. It's 7 to 9.
Our favourite caller, email or Facebook friend gets $250 to spend at appliances online.
Very good. Sad start to the day. Movie star Robert Redford passed away. We paid
what a
tribute
hunk.
to him in The Magnificent Seven, although Nathan didn't seem to be too familiar with his great work. I asked him this question. What was your favourite Robert Redford movie, Nathan?
I am too young.
I don't remember.
I'm only mid-30s. I don't know his movie.
You know what you should watch, Nathan? Watch The Natural. The Natural Robert Redford plays this baseball player, and it's one of the greatest movies. You'll really enjoy it.
Okay, thank you. Will do.
Nathan's not going to do it. What was that Robert Redford movie?
No, I can't remember.
No, neither can I.
It's The Natural. It's the baseballing one.
I'm just going to watch him wash Meryl Streep's hair.
I would rather
Out of Africa again and again.
I would rather watch All Hope Is Lost. Remember that one when he was stuck on a ship by himself?
Well, Meryl Streep had racked off by then.
He was like the Frank Spencer of the sea.
I'm just going to flick through old photos of him. I don't even need to see a movie.
Anyway, Varley, Robert.
Righto, you two. That's enough.
In some way, that's a tribute. We will be back on the radio tomorrow. It's Thursday.
You know what? There's only 2 football games.
Yeah.
I only get to throw just a couple of darts at you.
Smart versus Dart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. What's going to happen there? Higo
That might
has
help
arrived.
get rid of your left nut.
I think I'm safe. $10,000, 24 hours below 10K in a day is back. That's with Higo. That's coming up after 9 o'clock this morning. Look at his little face there. 10K. You know what I like?
What would you do?
Pinball machine?
I would buy a giant cross-stitch kit. And I'd start it and I'd finish it. What's more?
You know what?
You'd make yourself a giant testicle out of paper mache that I could remove at any time.
There'd be more chance of it getting done. We'll be back from 6 to 9 for Jam Nation.
See you then.
Good day to you.
Well, thank God that's over.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Wipe the tears, baby, from your eyes.
Catch Jonesy and Amanda's podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Catch up on what you've missed on the free iHeartRadio app.